outside of him from McCallsburg, Iowa.
Driving the Hollands Garage, car number 2T is Lou Holland, your final row. The car number 37 from Des Moines is Mike Thomas. The car number 41 from Rochester, New York is Mike Lauterborn. 7 laps the distance, top 6 cars transferring on into the feature event 2, white line in 4. Green flags out, we're underway. Duck and dive through the turns. They race into turn number 2. Down the back chute now. Your race leader, the car number 9H is Keith Heitschuh. Johnny Parsons running second in that car number 55. Your race now for the 4th and 5th spot. Racing through turns 3 and 4. Roger Rager under the gun as Randy Droscher looks to the high side now. Ducks low into turn 1. Meanwhile, up front, your race for the lead. Johnny Parson knocking on the door with Keith Heitschuh. Down the back straightaway they go, single file racing, nose to tail into turn 3. Johnny Bankston takes the middle groove through turns 3 and 4, looking for a transfer. The top 6 cars moving on into tonight's feature event. Bankston looks to the high side of Randy Droscher. Now takes over the 5th spot, racing into turn 2. They go side by side, racing off turn 2. Roger Rager to the bottom side of Ed French takes over the 3rd spot. Racing now into turn 4. Here comes your leader. It's the car number 9H of Keith Heitschuh. Johnny Parson, knock, 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 tries to make his way into the top spot, not gonna do it. John Bankston, however, still working his way toward the front, moves around Ed French for 4th. Roger Rager running in the 3rd spot. Parsons still running second, your leader, Keith Heitschuh. He's got a lot of company. Parsons again looks to the bottom side, but not gonna do it as Keith Heitschuh shuts the door as they race into turn 2. Down the back straightaway, single file racing nose to tail. Again, the top 6 cars transferring on. Bankston gets a good run into turns 3 and 4. Keep your eye on your race for 4th. Side by side, they race off turn 4, headed for turn 1. You've got them side by side for the top 4 spots. Bankston moves into 3rd. Knock, knock, knock. He takes a look to Johnny Parsons on the high side at turn 2. Side by side, now into 2nd. Racing for the lead. You've got a new leader. Johnny Bankston hauling her up on the high side to the front. White flag, 1 to go. 1 to go as John Bankston turns up the wick and lets the kite string out down the back straightaway. Johnny Parsons still running in that 2nd spot. Roger Rager running 3rd. Heitschuh falls back to 4th. Ed French 5th. And Droscher 6th. Checkered flags out for your winner, Johnny Bankston. Johnny Parsons running 2nd. Roger Rager 3rd.
Getting set to go green flag racing, 7 laps of distance. Bringing them around to the white line is the 77 of Stevie Johnson and the 15 ounce of Lloyd Army. Top 6 transfer to your A main. And Larry DeCrive drops the green flag on the field. Your early race leader, the 77 of Stevie Johnson. And your early race leader is the 77 of Stevie Johnson running 2nd. All the way up from the outside of the 2nd row is the 29 of Terry Platch. Lloyd Army, the 15S, running 3rd. DJ Heskins right now in that 6th and final transfer spot. But right now, your race leader, the 77 of Stevie Johnson, he's got the wick turned up tonight. And closing in right now, your race is for 3rd, coming out of turn 4. It's the 62 of Dwayne Leiber all the way up in the 4th place now. As the field gets stretched out now at the Knoxville Raceway, your race leader is still the 77 of Stevie Johnson from Orion, Illinois, followed by the 29 of Terry Plesh running 3rd. It's the 15 of Lloyd Army running 4th, the 62 of Dwayne Leiber running 5th, the 56 of DJ Heskin, and running 6th in the final transfer spot now. And now your race is for the final transfer spot, the 81 of McGilt, Harold McGilt now looking to transfer to the A main. Going down the backstretch. And this time by for the 77, the white flag. And now we got a race for the lead. It's the 29 of Terry Pletch working on your race leader, going down the backstretch. And working on the third and fourth position spot. Your racers between Dick Lloyd Army and the 56 of DJ Heskin. And picking up the heat race win, the 77 of Stevie Johnson.
Set to go. The pace car heads to the infield. Top 6 cars transfer on 7 laps the distance. Your third Goodyear's Masters Classic heat race event getting set to go to the white line in turn 4. Mike Kostick sets the pace, inching their way through turns 3 and 4 to the white line. This time down, green flags up and down. We're underway. Trying to go 2 and 3 wide through the turn now. Chuck Graves hustling and hurrying. Makes his way up into the third spot now. Woody Woodward looks to the high side of Chris Mallor, racing into turns 3 and 4. Side by side, they race through the turn now. You race for the lead off turn 4. The car number 49L of Gary Lynch shows the way. Chuck Graves looks to the bottom side of Chris Mallor. Check that, the car number 40 of Mike Kostick. As Woody Woodward looks to the high side, racing for the third spot down the back straightaway. Files back in, now charges to the cushion in turn 3. Woodward up into the third spot. Again, the top 6 cars transferring on into tonight's feature event. Midge Miller right now running in that 6th and final transfer as they race single file through turns 2, heading down the back straightaway. The car number 8M of Midge Miller running in that 6th and final transfer. Smokey Snellbaker now knocking on the door of Miller by the scoreboard. Take a look off turn 4. Snellbaker running in the red car number 00. He currently runs in the 7th spot. Again, the top 6 cars transfer on your leader. Gary Lynch leads him into turn number 3, the car number 49L. Charles Graves running second and trying to close in as Woody Woodward runs in the 3rd spot. Running in the 4th position, the car number 40 is Mike Kostick. Running 5th, the 8B of Chris Mallor. Now your race for that 6th and final transfer. Midge Miller and Smokey Snellbaker. Smokey doing just that off the right rear tire, blowing a little smoke through turns 1 and 2 down the back straightaway. Trying to reel in your 6th and final transfer. Wants to throw his name into tonight's feature event. Laps ticking away as your top two cars separating themselves from the rest of the field. Gary Lynch and Charles Graves racing into turn 3. Then it's back to the 3rd spot of the 1W of Woody Woodward. This time by, white flags out, half mile to go for Gary Lynch. Gary Lynch, Charles Graves, Woody Woodward, Mike Kostick, Chris Mallor, Midge Miller, and that's where the battle is. Racing, running out, times ticking away off turn 4. Checkered flags coming out for your winner, Gary Lynch. Charles Graves running 2nd, Woody Woodward 3rd, Mike Kostick 4th, Chris Mallor 5th, and coming home in that 6th and final transfer, the car number 8M of Midge Miller.
Get set to go, green flag race, and bring it around to the white line. That's the 00 of Smokey Snellbaker and the 81 of Harold McGilton. 8 laps your distance. It's green. And with this side set out front, your race leader, that's Smokey Snellbaker, falling into the 2nd spot's Harold McGilton. Remember, folks, just the top 2 transfer to the A main tonight, so it's so important to finish 1st or 2nd. Running in the 3rd spot's the 20 of Kenny Lang. All the way up in the 4th is the 7E of Billy Englehart. And your racers for 3rd going down the backstretch, it's Billy Englehart working on the 20 of Kenny Lang. And still working down the backstretch, it's Billy Englehart now to the inside of the 20 of Kenny Lang. Taking over 3rd spot is Billy Englehart. But right now up front, your race leader is Smokey Snellbaker. And apparently stumbling across a really fast sit-up, it's your race leader. He's got the wig turned up tonight. It's halfway for Smokey Snellbaker. Harold McGilton still running second in that second final transfer spot. Billy Englehart running third, going down the backstretch, looking for some extra speed, trying desperately to get up there towards your race leaders. And it's Billy Englehart trying to make a move on the outside of the 20 of Kenny Lang. And it's Kenny Lang having nothing to do with it. Running first still, your race leader, Smokey Snailmaker, Harold McGilton in your second spot. Running third, the 20 of Kenny Lang running fourth. And working on that third spot is Billy Englehart. This time by, the white flag's out for Larry Smokey Snailmaker, now in the lap traffic. And it's Harold McGilton through 3 and 4, looking at your race leader. And what a finish here. It's Larry Smokey Snailmaker just edging out the hard-charging 81 of Harold McGilton.
Yellow lights are off. Pace cars to the infield. Getting set to go, Terry Pletch and Randy Droscher. Sitting on that front row, bringing him through turns number 3 and 4. Working to the white line. The Goodyear's Masters Classic. Green flag. We're underway. Hang on, fellas. Duck and dive 3 wide through the field. They work their way into turn number 1. Down the chute into the turn. They race down the back straightaway, filing their way through. Dicing it out, John Bankston on the move to the front. Lap number 1's coming up. Your race leader, Terry Pletch. And we got a car off the pedal, the cut number 24, Randy Droscher. Droscher starting outside run number 1. He's slowing on the front straightaway. Yellow, yellow, yellow. Yellow, yellow. Rager hard on the binders as the yellow flag coming out for the car number 24 from Larchwood, Iowa, the ethanol Palisades Oil, car number 24 of Randy Droscher. They're working their way through turns 3 and 4 to the cone right here on the front straightaway. Pletch sets the pace, it quickens. Green flags up and down, we're back underway. Rager again looks to the bottom side, not gonna do it this time. Terry Pletch leads him into turn number 3. Rager still running second, John Bankston third, Midge Miller running fourth. Then Dwayne Lieber up into the 5th spot. Woody Woodward falls back to 6th. Lieber trying to close in on Midge Miller as they race into turn 1. Looks to the high side in middle of 1 and 2. Miller runs the low line of the speedway. Lieber runs the middle groove, now files back in nose to tail. Terry Pletch still showing the way. The Pletch Pools, car number 29. 1.03 seconds advantage as Rager closes in, but Pletch gets a good run off the bottom side of turn number 2 down the back straightaway. Rager sets the hook, reeling him in closer nose to tail, 2 car lengths the distance as they race off turn 4. Johnny Bankston still running third. Oh, we got a yellow. The car number 40 of Mike Kostick. Mike Kostick sitting backwards in turn 1, the car number 40. Your flagman takes a look. Green flag's out. We're back underway. Terry Pletch showing the way again into turn number 2. Roger Rager running second. Johnny Bankston running in that 3rd spot. Midge Miller running 4th. Dwayne Lieber running in that 5th spot now. Lieber looks to the high side of Miller. Side by side. Now they go back to nose to tail off turn 4. Cliff Woody Woodward also on the move toward the front. Looks to the bottom side of Dwayne Lieber.